rubber bullets are often described as less than lethal projectiles or
Yeah.
less lethal weapons, and that's really a complete misnomer. And so I struggled a little bit with how to describe these because they were like, you can call it a 40 millimeter kinetic impact projectile. I'm like, that's a lot of words.
Yeah,
Um,
that's much clearer to the public. Yeah.
so foam bullets, rubber bullets, but the idea that they are not the same as a regular bullet in terms of its ability to kill you, but that's actually not true. I mean, these people have sued, going back to 2020, even back into the early 2000s, particularly in California, over police shooting them with rubber bullets, and either, people have lost eyes. It can be deadly, particularly if it's shot at your head or your vital organs. They're, the LAPD and the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department faced injunctions over the use of these bullets for those reasons after 2020. And then the second piece of the law that we mentioned, this new law after 2020 protests, BLM protests, limiting their particular use to disperse crowds, because police originally were, the laws required that you only use these in the case that there's serious threat to bodily there's serious threat of bodily harm, or threat to a life, or another serious injury. And instead, police were using them just to disperse crowds, as like a crowd dispersal mechanism, which is against the law. And so, the testimony from these protests is that police were doing exactly that. They were shooting them indiscriminately into the crowds. They were shooting them at people's heads. One girl had a rubber bullet shatter the bones in her hand and had to have reconstructive surgery and was out of work for weeks. And the images in the lawsuit are the images of them sitting in hospital beds and with their skin bleeding, and it's really graphic and disturbing. And I think it speaks to how misleading it is to refer to these kinds of things as less than lethal, or the idea that rubber bullets are somehow uh, like a playful tool
Yeah.
that police have in their toolbox to use against rowdy protesters.